Well, I'm playing around again with a traveling iCW setup, and might be getting close to having something that's fairly reasonable to carry. I always take the laptop with me, and the way I've got it set up right now, I have the keyer, and inside I just have stuffed a little USB hub. Don't know how well this will show up. So there's a USB hub stuck on the side with a USB sound card and a USB cable for the connection to the keyer. So on the back there's the one USB cable coming from the hub that goes into the microprocessor board, and there's the two audio cables that plug into the in and out jack. So I'm thinking in the revised layout that I probably will send off to China again. I will add two little headers on the board under there and cut the cables so that I can slip them on without having to have the two stereo plugs sticking out the back. Still will have to have the USB cable sticking out, but to unhook it, all I have to do is unplug the cable from the computer, this guy, and unplug the USB cable there and stuff it inside. And of course, with this kludged up version, I'll have to unplug these and stuff them inside, but then this will be ready to go. I've tested the keyer powered from the laptop in the past. There's no external power connected to the laptop. That would go in over here, and the laptop is running the ZOC terminal emulator, ZOC, Zebra Oscar Charlie, if you use phonetics, I guess, something like that. And so it's running that, and what the keyer is sending is going over USB and being displayed on the computer. Right now I have one of the eBooks playing, and I did have to cheat because when operating the keyer from the computer, I can't send the command to the keyer. It'll take a little more software to start and stop the eBook, but I just wanted something running. If I turn on the speaker, well, first off, if you look back here, you can see there's nothing but the computer and the keyer, and it'll run for at least a few hours if the battery starts off fully charged. And this started off fully charged at 100%, and it's only been going a few minutes now, but I've tested before, it'll go a few hours. So if I find the side tone here, that's the CW being sent from this keyer, and I have it logged into Mumble. See if I can find Mumble. So it's logged in, and it's in the same room as my primary login. And I ran a test for some hours where I checked the packet loss. Now this hasn't been connected very long, only about 13 minutes. But anyway, the packet loss doesn't seem bad on my home Wi-Fi. Now, hotel Wi-Fi's may well be a completely different story. But anyway, that's logged in. So over here on the primary keyer, with some glare, that's being received there. Now, if I press reset to stop the eBook, because I don't have the commands for it, let me get that, so that's reset. Now, without a PS2 keyboard, I connected one temporarily to get that started, but now, whoops, I have to remember to put the mouse in the terminal emulator window, and in fact, resetting it disconnected it, so I need to reconnect it. That was 14121 is the port ID, 14121. Hopefully this will work. So I also cannot send canned messages, but I could hook the paddle, and I probably will carry a paddle. So that all was still going over oh, the LCD there on the keyer I keep disabled so that it won't display the incoming code, but there's the ASDF, etc. that I just sent. And if I lose a few more, so I was just reaching back to the travel unit, and so anyway, it's got the makings of a reasonable portable system. I will carry along an extension cable because this very short one here, it's nice not to need a long cable, but mostly I think for typing I'll have to have a laptop in my lap. Usually sitting it on any kind of surface is just not convenient for me to type on, so I will carry a longer cable, but I think I'll try to carry it on this trip, since it's going to be a fairly long trip of close to 3 weeks, and probably will play around a little bit. I doubt if I'll really do much operating. I carried something to Hawaii a few years ago. It wasn't as nice a lightweight laptop, and didn't work as well on their network there, and had a power supply for the keyer and the power supply for the computer plugged in, so wasn't very convenient, but don't know if I had a terminal emulator working with it or not. So anyway, I just thought I would show this because I think it shows a good bit of promise for a portable system. And how do I stop this thing? I press that button.